Today I'm going to do 3 zero waste things that you can start for Zero Waste July, and I hope you enjoy the video. So here we're just on our way to the zero waste shop called Harmless, and it's just a 5-10 minute drive away from us, so it's not too bad for a family of 6.
That's good.
You can buy pretty much anything from the zero waste shop, from hand sanitizer to bacon that's not actually bacon, tofu, nuts and seeds and pasta, pretty much has everything. So as you can see, because of COVID at the moment, we can't actually go into the store, so we're doing this system where we wait outside and she can pass all our food to us that we've ordered. Here you can see all the tubs that are used to refill your hand sanitizer, soaps, hair products and cleaning products. The other good thing about the zero waste shop is you only pay for the weight of your product and you don't have to pay for any other packaging like plastic packaging. So we're back home now and we've got a box full of food and we've refilled our hand soap, we've got some coconut oil there, and we've also refilled other items like washing up liquid and some surface cleaner, and the last one in the jar is the toilet cleaner. They also stock some made in the UK chocolates and some chocolate bars which are really good. They have peanuts and it's almost like a Mars bar, but it's without the plastic, so that's quite good. And then I'm just showing you all that we bought, mostly nuts and seeds, and we've got a lot of coffee. But I'll list everything in the information box below so you can see like what you can buy at a zero waste shop in comparison to a supermarket. The place that we go to, she really researches what she buys so you don't have to. So I bought this plastic container of chia seeds from Sainsbury's about 2 years ago, and I've just been refilling it with the plastic-free chia seeds. So here I'm just sectioning off my clothes into 3 piles to go to recycling, charity shop, and also things I want to sell. So I've had these clothes under my bed for a long time, I've been putting off forever. If I just do this now, they can go to good homes. So that's what I'm doing here. Also, you can check where your nearest clothes recycling centre is if you just type in on Google, and I just typed in mine, and it was only a 5-minute drive away or a 20-minute walk. Because when you give clothes to the charity shop that are too tattered for them to sell, I think they just throw them away. I'm not quite sure about that, but I've heard that it's better just to recycle them if they're not going to be sold in the charity shop. So here I'm just realising that there is a pile that I want to keep. It's not the pile on the right, that's the pile to sell. So I found quite a few things that I can sell online, hopefully eBay or Depop, and then you can earn some money doing this as well. So here I've just put on a series, Breaking Bad. I've been watching that recently, so I can multitask while I do this. I don't know if anyone else is like this, but I'm a bit of a hoarder when it comes to clothes because I have an older sister and I get all of her hand-me-downs, so there is a bit of a pile where I don't know what to do with things. So it's good that I'm finally tackling this. So here I'm just organising. I've got loads of bras that actually don't fit me because my weight goes up and down quite a lot. So there is a charity that you can donate them to where in Africa women with bras are actually seen as higher up in society and they're less at risk of being attacked. So I think I'll link the charity down below. I can't remember the name right now, but that's what I'm going to do with them because I actually don't wear, I wear comfy bras now rather than those underwire ones because they are a bit, yes, TMI, but a bit uncomfortable. So here I was actually really enjoying doing this because I've rediscovered some gems that I couldn't fit into while I was at uni, but I can fit into them again and rediscover some clothes that I love. So this is the pile to keep, that's the pile to sell, and the little tiny pile on the floor is for recycling and the bin bag is for the charity shop. So here I've got a recipe for a scrub that you can use in the bath or shower, and it uses used coffee grounds, so you can make a coffee and save the grounds, let them dry and put them in a jar, and coconut oil, rock salt, vanilla essence and some sugar. That's all that goes into this, and you literally just do equal parts of each ingredient. So I've done a 1/4 cup here, and then put in a teaspoon of the vanilla essence, and that's it. So it's a really simple recipe, really good, and it also, the coffee grounds helps tighten your legs. So you can use anything to put your mixture into. Here I've got an old container from the Body Shop, and I thought it was quite a good bottle. Just make sure it's clean and dry so you don't like contaminate your mixture with water, because you don't want it to go like mouldy or anything. This is really good. This lasts for a week, I think, or 2. Lots of different websites say different lengths of time that this lasts for, but I found that it's lasted like 3 weeks for us, as long as you don't get it like really wet in the shower. I can't do it with you in the camera, huh? Do an intro picture, me.